special broadcast. And of course, we must pray. And prayer we must this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwukika Biama onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwedo n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbagba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụla anyị a na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Remember, in this channel, we speak up for all the indigenous tribes that are being oppressed in the contraption called Nigeria, more especially the Biafrans, the Oduduwans, and the Middle Belters. We speak up for all the people who are being killed in the contraption called Nigeria, being subdued to all manner of humiliation in the contraption called Nigeria. We'll speak about this very incidents. You have every right to say about it also. Whatever is happening in your area, if you see something, say something. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. Each time you come across my video, please kindly share the video. Share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it, let the world hear our own side of the story so that the world can know exactly what is happening. As I always say, the conventional media will never tell the story the way it's going to favor you. They will never say the truth. They will never put it straight. They will always try to be politically correct because they are being oppressed by the government of Janjaweed. That is why we are coming online on a daily basis to set the record straight. We will not allow them to change the narrative. We will not allow them to hijack the story. We will tell our story exactly the way it is. And that is what we are doing. After watching the program, you are free to go to the comment section and write your comments. Put it straight. Whatever you want to say it at the comment section. You can criticize if you so desire, but do it constructively so that we can learn from one another. I read the comments every now and again, and I appreciate all the comments that are coming from the comment section. I learn from you, you learn from me. That is the way to go. For the Biafrans, if you have not joined the prayer remains few days for the 150 days prayer to end. The end of the prayer is going to mark the end of our suffering and the end of the trials. But we have to pray so we can be able to stand against all the forces that are coming against the struggle of Biafra. A lot of things is happening, and a lot of things will happen in time to come. More things are coming, more propaganda are coming, more lies are going to fly. How are you going to overcome? You will be overcome when you are attentive, praying earnestly to connect your spirit with the spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is standing gap for you 7 times every day praying. We must have to continue to pray. We must have to continue to connect so that we can be able to fight the real fight. I must say once again that I appreciate every Biafran, who is agitating online. Every Biafran agitator who is sincerely fighting for the freedom of these people. I appreciate you all, and I say may Chukwukika Biama continue to bless you all. I also appreciate our mothers in the United States. Our mothers who are doing great work, asking for the whereabouts of their son. I am very proud of our mothers. And I am proud because if anything happens to me tomorrow, they will ask of me. And they will ask of any other person. that is being missing. Today, they are fighting strong to make sure that our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally. So we have to continue to pray for our mothers and continue to applaud them. They are doing a great job. Go and join their platform wherever you see them and support the mothers. They are doing a great work. They are the pillars. They are the home builders. And they are building the hope to make sure we stand together. Every other person who is working hard to make sure that the struggle of Biafra stand. The leadership for Biafra, the leadership of IPOB, I thank you all. Continue to do the good work and continue to work earnestly. Pray so that you can know that direction to flow and the right thing to do. That is my plea to everybody. We have to fight this fight together. We don't have to be fighting against each other. We have to fight against the common enemy, which is the Fulani Janjaweed. Every weapon you have, reserve it for the Fulani Janjaweed. Do not use it against your brother. Do not use it against your sister. The fight has started. We have gotten to the most critical stage of the fight. As you can see, they have shown us our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court just to douse the tension, just to confuse us. But I thank Chukwu Okike for the Biafrans are not confused. The Biafrans cannot be deceived. In as much as they have shown us our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are happy that our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is held and hearty. And all we want is the unconditional release of our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing we are asking for. We are not just asking to see him. We are not just asking to see him. We want him released unconditionally because he has not committed any offense against Nigeria or against any government in the world. He is not a terrorist. He is not instigating anybody. He is only asking for justice, asking for self-determination through referendum, which is the right thing to do. He has been asking for that, and that is where we stand. Not just the Biafran, that is where the Oduduwans are standing also. The Oduduwans are standing with Sunday Igboho, asking for referendum also for them to be able to determine their fate. Self-determination, that is where we are all heading to. Self-determination. And as you know, they want to be able to calm us down to stop our seat at home. But Biafrans, trust me, Biafrans are not stupid. Biafrans are not stupid, and we cannot be able to cow out. Biafrans are still sitting at home. Today being Monday, Biafrans are sitting at home. Sitting at home more than ever. We have to increase it. Just as I always say, if you know what you will do to tighten the seat at home more, tighten it. Add more days if you can, and prepare yourself for the 5th of next month, as the DOS have said, that we will start the sit at home that will last until our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released. A sit at home that will start on the 5th until the court day of our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his release. Prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself for that. That is the way to go. And for now, the Monday sit at home becomes the pillar. It's still going on. Today is still going on. For those who have not seen what is going on, we always provide the evidence because the conventional media will always come to play their trick. They will come and tell people that the sit at home have been cancelled. They will come and tell people that people are being forced. They will come and tell stories that people are being forced to stay at home. They will come and tell stories that people are not obeying the sit at home. People on their own are participating more than ever on the sit at home. And as I'm speaking to you, people are still sitting at home on Monday. Today is another proof. Watch the clip of Monday sit at home.
Odima Igbo anyị abanye na n'ụgbọ ala ugbu a ka anyị bịa gbapụ ya ọsọ mara ebe ndị anyị nwere ike igosi unu. Igbo ekene m unu. Ụtụtụ ọma nọ na BBC News Igbo. Anyị abịakwa ọzọ ka anyị na-esi ewetara unu ka ihe si eme na mpaghara ọwụwa anyanwụ Nigeria, ọkachasị ụbọchị Mọnde ọbụla. Maka na enwere nke a na-akpọ sit at home. Sit at home a bụ nọdụgodu n'ụlọ nke ndị otu na-azọ nnwere onwe akpọrọ Indigenous People of Biafra na-atinye. Ọ dị mma. Anyị ga-ewetara unu ka ya bụ ihe si wee na-aga n'ụtụtụ tata. Aha m bụ Ebere nke ọbara ka anyị gaa n'ihu. Mụ na Chigozie Ọhaka n'ọrụ n'ụtụtụ a. Ndewo. Ọ dị mma dịka anyị si na-ewetara unu mgbe niile ebe anyị nọ ugbu a bụ ebe a na-akpọ Rangers Avenue dị na Enugu steeti. Ịnanya ugbu a ị ga-ahụ Fidelity Bank ka ị na-ahụ n'onyonyo gị kịta. Ịnekwa anya n'aka nke a ịhụ GTB nya Guarantee Trust Bank ha ncha gbachichara agbachi. Nwenu ndidi, anyị ga-agagharị nwa obere gosi unu ihe kịta. Ọ dị mma maka ndị mara Enugu steeti ọfụma, ebe a bụ ebe a na-akpọ Rangers Avenue. Rangers Avenue a dị na Enugu. Ịnanya kịta na ihe onyonyo gị ga-afụ Igboeze Street. Igboeze Street ahụ bụ ebe ọ ga-abụ iruta ịga nwantịntị ịhụzia gọọmenti house Enugu. Unu maka ebe a si ekwo n'mbọsị nkịtị na ọ na-abụ ndị mmadụ ejupụta ebe a niile. Fidelity Bank Rangers Avenue bụ ebe ama ama ya na GTB nwekwa Genesis na mgbago. Inekwa anya kịta ị ga-ahụkwa ebe a na-akụ ngaji n'eze a na-akpọ Spices n'iru gị. O wee bụrụ ya Eima Benedict anyị afọ m ka ị na-asị anyị jee New Market. Ọ dị mma anyị ga-eje nya bụ New Market ma ọ bụrụ na ọnọdụ nwantịntị anyị ga-aga ebe ndị ahụ ị na-ajụ anyị. Sonyesi anyị ike na BBC News Igbo. Agakwa na izitere anyị ozigo, jụọ anyị ajụjụ, gwa anyị ebe ndị chọrọ ka anyị jee gosi ka nya bụ ihe si wee na-aga n'Enugu. Prince Obum Jerry isiri see my joint. Ọ dị ka ị na-eje na Spices akụ ngaji n'eze. Ọ dị ma anyị ga-abịa gbapụ ya ọsọ ka anyị mara ebe ndị anyị nwere ike igosi gị n'ụtụtụ a. Ọ na BBC News Igbo ka anyị nọ n'ụbọchị tata wee na-egosi gị ka esi wee na-eme ya bụ sit at home. Ọ dị mma Igbo anyị abanyela n'ụgbọala ugbu a ka anyị bịa gbapụ ya ọsọ mara ebe ndị anyị nwere ike igosi unu na anya bụ sit at home nọdụ n'ụlọ nke a na-eme tata bụ ụbọchị kedu ihe date tata bụ 25 na-eweli iwe ụbọchị Oktoba n'afọ abụ 2021. Onye na-asị m go to ShopRite. Ọ dị mma ọ bụrụ na m ga-ejenwu ShopRite m ga-eme ka ị mara. Chigozie isi anyị ji sie n'ike ndị BBC. Ọ dị mma ndewo. Mụ na onye otu m Chigozie Ọhaka n'ọrụ n'ụtụtụ a ka anyị gosi unu ka Enugu dị. Unu ahụgo na ọrụ nke taa nwee ka ọ dị. Ebe anyị gafere ugbu a bụ roundabout Government House. Ebe unu na-ahụ ugbu a bụzi Bisala Road. Bisala Road a bụ ị na-agbụ ya ọ dịzị aka gị febe efebe ka ụgbọala gị febe efebe. Mana unu na-anya kịta ịhụ na ọ tọgbọkwa chako maka ndị na-asị na m na-ekwu chako. Ma nke a na-akpọ traffic light onwezi na onye ga-emezi elube isi na ya. Ọ dị mma ka anyị gbafee na ya nụnụ. Ebe a bụ Bisala Road. Bisala Road bụ mbata Independence Layout. Ịkpọda ya ugbu a ị nwetazie ebe a na-akpọ New Haven Junction. Maka ndị chọrọ ịma ka Enugu dị n'ụtụtụ tata ka anyị na-egosi ihe onyonyo anụnwa. Tata bụ 25th nke ọnwa October n'afọ bụ 2021. Ọ dị mma, ebe anyị na-apụta ugbu a bụzi New Haven Junction. Ya bụ New Haven Junction na-abụ irute ebe a kịta ndị mmadụ akwụọ n'ahịrị ma ụgbọala o ma mmadụ o ma ihe niile. Unu n'anya kịta efu na ọ dịkwa ka agbara ọsọ agha. Naanị otu ụgbọala ndị uwe ojii ka anyị hụgoro kemgbe anyị gagharịwara ihe a. Nke abụọ nọ na nyabụ New Haven Junction. Anyị abatago nọmba 1 New Haven ugbu a wee na-agbago. Nekwanụ ka New Haven Enugu si dobe iru. Ebe a bụ Tasties Bakery, ebe a na-eje ata bread na-atọ ụtọ. Anakwa m eme advert o, biko unu ewe n'iwe. Ebe n'aka nke a bụ ebe a na-akpọ Ntachi, ebe a na-eje eli nri. Open Sheraton na Ntachi anọrọ n'aka nke a. Ọ dị mma. Nekwa First Bank New Haven gbachikwara agbachi. Unu n'anya kịta ihu ya bụ First Bank gbachiri agbachi. Ndị niile na-ere ahịa, ndị na-akpọsa ihe dị iche iche, ma butiki ma supermarket ma ihe niile, ha ncha gbachichara agbachi. Ugwu a na-akpọdazi ugbu a inweta na nke ebe ụmụ nwaanyị na-eje eke isi chọọ mma dị ọcha dị ọgọ n'anya. Ị na-anya kịta ịhụ na ya bụ ebe dịkwa ka a ga-asị na onwekwa ụmụ nwaanyị n'ebe a na-akpa isi. Ọ dị mma, anyị ga-enene maka otu ihe na-adị na-emebe ụbọchị Mọnde n'Enugu bụ na ndị na-eji apịrị ego ha na nke a na-akpọ ATM, automated teller machine. Ọ na-abụ ha ruo ebe ahụ ATM ada alụ ọrụ, ọ bụrụ ya. Anyị nwere ike nene ma ATM ọ rụrụ ọrụ taa. Ọ dị mma, ihe anyị na unu na-ahụ kịta bụ Assemblies of God nke New Haven. Anyị na-agbagozi na ụlọ ụka Assemblies of God. Ha ji dị nnukwute igodo wee gbachiere onwe ha ụlọ ụka ha. Ka nneneke n'ozi unu na-ezitegasịrị anyị ebe a nụnwa.
The state capital. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chidebu Okoma, the Imo State correspondent, Punch newspapers. Here on your screen is the popular Imo State University Junction in Owerri, the capital city of Imo State. This morning, October 25, 2021, this place is activities here this morning are unusual. This is not how the Imo State University Junction used to be on a normal day, on a Monday morning or on a normal day. But what you are seeing now is the aftermath of the sit-at-home order, which is being observed across the 5 states in Southeast every Monday. And this morning is no exception. Despite the arraignment of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra by the federal government at the Federal High Court on Thursday, October 21, large number of residents of Imo State, especially the state capital, had continued to sit at home on Monday. What you are seeing here is even better when compared to the mood of the state capital in other areas, in other parts of the state capital, like Ikenebu, Control Post, Akwakuma, Oji, Amakoya, Mbare, Ebu, Douglas, Wardrop, as the case may be. Or this morning is literally deserted with just few persons going about their businesses. But independent markets and many markets in the state capital are shut this morning. There is no bank in Owerri that is operational this morning. All the schools are locked, including the State University. All of them are locked. Only police stations and pharmaceutical stores are open this morning, but with little or no patronage. This is what it is in Owerri this morning, despite the arraignment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The residents of Owerri today, Monday, October 25, have continued to sit at home in protests over the issues concerning Nnamdi Kanu's rearrest and his arraignment on Thursday. On a normal Monday morning, there would have been traffic gridlock this morning. On a Monday morning, here, you would have seen hundreds and if not thousands of students this morning, those who have gone for their morning lecture and going back, and those who are going for their own morning, the next lecture, and people who will be here now waiting for vehicle to travel because this road leads to Okibu and Enugu. We have seen a lot of people here this morning now waiting for vehicles going to various destinations, going to Enugu, going to Okibu, going to Angara, going to Amarako, going to Okwane, going to Ata as they get the bill. For this morning, this place is almost deserted. The people of the state, but especially the residents of Owerri, the capital city, are sitting back home. Schools are not functioning this morning. Both primary, elementary, secondary, universities are not in operation this morning. Imo State University, Federal Polytechnic, Nekede, Federal University of Technology, Owerri. We have an equal Federal College of Education, Owerri. Imo State Polytechnic, Omago, are not functional this morning because students are sitting back home. They didn't come out today. In Owerri, weekend starts on a Friday and ends on a Monday. The new week for commercial activities begins on a Tuesday. When you come here tomorrow, being Tuesday, you will not appreciate what I'm telling you because you will see a lot of vehicles. This place now, because this is one of the places that suffer a lot of traffic gridlock. Traffic gridlock can hold you here up to 3 hours because of its population density, because of how people make use of this road, because this is the Imo State University Junction, one of the busiest junctions in Owerri, the Imo State capital, if not the busiest. But this morning, the whole place is deserted. Shops, roadside shops, even the eatery outfits, and all other business outlets here are shut. Only few vehicles are plying this route, more especially private vehicles. Many public vehicles are not on the road this morning. This is the situation report. This is how Imo State University Junction is this morning. And I have also monitored the situation across other parts of the state capital, be it Oji flyover, the government has roundabout, Ikenebu, Werdral, Bank Road, Akwak Panama Koya. The city this morning will be right to say is a shadow of its own. From the Imo State University Junction in Owerri, this is Chigebu Bokoma reporting for the Punch. Good morning.
That is the situation. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran that is on his or her own, volunteering to aid their opinion on this civil disobedience to share the word that our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. That is the only voice we have. Our brothers and sisters in Biafra land cannot come out to protest so they will not be killed, because the government is always fond of killing our people for no just cause. Just because we come out to ask for self-determination, they will kill us. They have been killing us for a very long time. So many of members of IPOB are in jail as I speak to you. Many are being still kidnapped as I speak to you. Many are missing as I speak to you. Nobody is standing up for us. Nobody is speaking up for us. No governor is speaking up for us. No Ancestral was speaking up for us. No elite in the south is speaking up for those people who are being held captive. But our spring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the only voice of reason in the southeast, today they have kidnapped him from Kenya, sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, and today he's in DSS. And somebody is telling me that we don't have any right to sit at home or to air our opinion. You are a joker. You are a joker. If you want to stop the sit at home, the only thing you can do is to release our son Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Release him unconditionally, let him go back to his palace in Afari Iboko. That is the only thing that can stop the sit at home. Apart from that, the sit at home continue. And for those who think that they can play their games to bring in their election, to use their trick and introduce their election, you have just made the water low. There will be no election in Anambra State. It doesn't matter the game you play. It doesn't matter the angle you bring it from. There will be no election in Anambra State. It doesn't matter the threat you're bringing. I saw a video where their president, their imposter in Asorok was giving orders to the military to go and kill people in Anambra State and force them out. That is what they have been doing. They have been killing. But we continue to try as much as possible to make sure that so many Biafrans stay alive. And how are you going to stay alive? If you're a Biafran, go and listen to what Buhari have said. The person representing Buhari have told the military to go to Anambra State and force people to vote. And what they are coming is to kill. That is why whenever sit at home is being called, obey the sit at home. That is the only way it could be alive. Presently, if you want to be alive in Anambra State, when you hear about sit at home, stay in your home. No matter what you have outside, do not come out. Because the DSS are going to kill you. As I'm speaking to you now, the president of Nigeria, Mohammadu Buhari, has given them license to go to the southeast because of the election. You see the good number of police that have been sent to Anambra State just because of because they want to legitimize their fraud in Anambra State. But we can never be part of it. They can impose anybody they want to impose. They have been doing it for a very long time. But what we will not tolerate anymore is endorsing that criminality. That is what we are asking. No Biafran should put his or her signature to endorse that criminality. Let them go ahead and begin to appoint who they will appoint, and let the world see it. Let the world see it. When we talk about civil disobedience, this is the time every Biafran has to play their role. Do not come out or participate in anything that has to do with election if you want to stay alive. Do not join any political party. It doesn't matter, even if it is your reverend father's party, even if it is your father's party, even if it is your pastor's party, even if it is the party of your traditional ruler, or the party of the person you respect so much. Do not go along with them. Do not come out for voting. Do not participate in the election. Do not be an electoral officer, because you are exposing yourself to death. If you try to be an electoral officer, use your house or their car or whatever to participate, eventually you are preparing yourself for your death. You are preparing yourself for death. Before you go, make sure you reserve money for your burial, for your family, because the Janjaweed are going to kill you. Already they have deployed their military in Anambra State. They have deployed them. They didn't hide it. They have deployed them. What you have to do to stay alive, anybody that gets this video, share it. If you have your family in Anambra State, share this video to them. Tell them to stay away from anything that has to do with election. That is the way to stay alive. Unless for those ones who want to sacrifice themselves, who want to commit suicide, they can go ahead and come out. No election in Anambra State. That is what the whole Biafran have said, and so shall it be. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made this order. He gave this order, and that order must be respected. That order must be respected. They cannot be able to down the tension or try to play on our intelligence by showing us our children in the court. They have just gotten us angry the more. They got us angry the more by allowing even their politicians to come to that court to mock our children Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If I know back, to mock our children Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you want to talk of election, there will be no election in Anambra State. There will be no election. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. That is where we stand. Our children Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the way to go. He has given us every tool and every equipment we need to survive. Every tool we need to have Biafra. Our children Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given it to us. Do not play with it. Go and listen to the messages of our children Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the past. Everywhere he has spoken, he is saying the truth and nothing but the truth. His messages will encourage you and show you the way to go. You will never be confused. You will never be deceived. You will never be blackmailed when you listen to the voice of our children Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I am going to play another video of Asuna Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to remind you where he stands, where we stand, and what we are fighting for. Let us listen to His Excellency, our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
There is a man called Ifeanyi Ubah. They said he's from Nnewi. As soon as this whole thing started, he went about lying to the presidency of the zoo that he talks to me every day. I have never in my life spoken to Ifeanyi Ubah before. I have not. He kept using the name of IPOB to extort money. Very comfortable individuals in and around Nnewi during this period. He has been going around duping people, obtaining money from them with falsehood because he claimed that he would defend their properties for them and prevent our angry young people from attacking them. And he told Asorok that we speak on a daily basis, that he is in control of what is happening on the ground. That was the man that when this whole thing started, he was the one that was seen distributing 20,000 naira each to some hooligans. Very, very sad indeed. Those people that later on decided to occupy the road leading from Onitsha to Owerri, that necessitated or warranted the order that I gave during one of our emergency broadcasts that they should clear from the roads, which they did. If you know this man, Ifanyoba, who is from Nnewi, you go and warn him. All those stupid politics and games they play, we don't play it. We are IPOB. We don't play all those. They can play that nonsensical games with the hotelier. Not with us. Because we are very, very serious. If you have been duped with the name of IPOB, if you have been deceived into thinking that Ifanyoba has the ear of anyone, not even the unit coordinator in his village, then you are grossly mistaken. We don't know who he is, and we do not care to know who he is. The people of Nnewi should please take note and stop giving him your money or allowing him access to whatever influence that he thinks you may be able to wield in Abuja based on these lies he's been propagating. We don't know who he is. Coming to this, believe you me, if you have to be subjugated under the very cruel, barbaric rule of Fulani Janjaweedism, you will understand what we are talking about. As I'm speaking to you right now, most villages are under siege. There are killings and rapings, abductions and murder going on right across the length and breadth of the Zoological Republic. But they cannot understand what is happening to them. They know that the problem of insecurity in Nigeria is intractable for the simple reason that they have failed, should I say, to allow Biafra to go. The sooner they understand this or realize this, the better for everybody. But I'm not sure they will, because they are very stubborn, and as God hardened the heart of Pharaoh to fail, so are they also going to fail. And that is why those of them who are in Benue State, that is why the likes of Governor Autumn or the very young man who was mouthing his rubbish a day or two ago concerning the deployment of Eastern Security Network into Lower Benue is in for a very, very difficult and horrible experience of their lives. I must warn also Governor Autumn of Benue State. I am not laying claim to Benue State, the entirety of Benue State, not at all. What I'm making very clear to you is that there are Igbo people, Igbo communities, not traders, not migrants, not settlers, no. These are our traditional towns, communities, and villages wickedly gerrymandered into the north. That you have Igbo people today answering Igbo names, speaking Igbo language, who are answering to Londoners. An abomination before God Almighty in heaven. I will not allow it to continue. Those Igbo-speaking parts of Benue State is part and parcel of Biafra. Part and parcel of the eastern region. And should anything happen to them, if you fail to control Fulani incursion into that very territory, then ESN will continue to do their work. And I have commended them earlier and allow me to do so again at this very moment. I commend the men and women, not just of our high command, but also of the Eastern Security Network that successfully pursued and apprehended a notorious Fulani bandit by the name Muhammad Isa. We have the videos. For those of them claiming he's an old man, they're all lying, and they know it very well. He is the leader of a gang of abductors, of rapists, and of murderers. tormenting our farming communities. But I'm glad to report this very evening, morning or night, depending on where you are, that that menace, that threat has been permanently put to bed. It will no longer happen. Should our people in Benue State be subjected to further attacks, I am also informing Governor Autumn of Benue State. I will make sure that ESN returns to that very area. Or should I say, come out of the bushes to confront whoever comes against the children of the Most High God, Elohim in heaven. This is a warning to all of you. For those of you that specialize in, should I say, in twisting the obvious, in turning truth into lies, I never claimed the whole of Benue State. You people carved Igbo people into Benue, which is unacceptable. We are in an era, not that of the old, compromised and discredited Ohaneze Ndiaran and Dioshu. Not in that very era. No, we are not in that anymore. We are not in the era of compromised governors in the pocket of the Fulani Caliphate. No. We are now in the era of IPOB. And no inch of territory belonging to traditional, should I say, ethnicities making up Biafra will be surrendered to anybody. No. And in Benue State, we have taught them, while they were discussing that, don't come to Benue, we are already on the ground in Benue State, in Lower Benue. And we are not in Benue State that doesn't belong to us. We are in Igbo parts of Benue State, Igbo communities of Benue State. And we are there to defend them, and that is precisely what we are going to do, and nobody is going to discourage us otherwise. We are making it very clear today that the Eastern Security Network is on the ground. We are on the ground in Benue State, and in every part of Biafra Land for that matter. We are in Cross River, we are in Akwa Ibom, we are in Bayelsa. Everywhere it is happening. Anywhere we confront Fulani headsmen, these terrorists, we will drive them away. Be rest assured, we are not going to rest one iota until our farmlands, our homes, and our forests are secure. What is happening in Yoruba land cannot happen in Biafra land. Nobody, no idiot can come from anywhere to claim any inch or parcel of Biafran forest. It is not doable. Instead, we all die there. That is why I am making this presentation live, at least for those of you who may be able to come over on Instagram, that I am on Instagram and I'm live. If you want to see a live video of this very broadcast, it is there. You can and should be able to see it. Anywhere in Biafra land we confront Fulani terrorists, we shall meet them head on. We know that they are part of the police and the army. Danjuma himself, General T.Y. Danjuma himself, testified before the British Parliament that the army of Nigeria and the police are colluding in the conquest of indigenous populations in Nigeria. And we are no exception to that very horrible and sinister conspiracy. The police we have in our land are terrorists in uniform. The army we have in Biafra land are basically terrorists. They are there to aid and to support Fulani Janjaweed advancement to the Atlantic Ocean. And we are there to stop them. And we are stopping them and will continue to stop them. A few days ago, as I said, we embedded our men and women of the Northern Command of Eastern Security Network. When we said Northern Command, people were confused. Biafra land is a nation. We have Northern Biafra, we have Central, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. When I talk about the Northern Command, I'm talking about the northern part of Biafra land, which incidentally starts from Benue State. So we are right to be there. If you don't want us to be in Benue State, quietly go back to Abuja and appeal to them. Tell them to release Igbo people in Benue and carve them back into Ebonyi State, where they should belong, or Enugu State, as the case may be. Therefore, anybody, you know, one thing about Nigeria is that they tend to defend the aggressor. It is in the DNA in Nigeria to always support evil. That is why this very newspaper publication, I don't have a means of putting it here on Instagram where I am broadcasting live, where you can see my face and my facial expression, but it will be on my Facebook page. If you go there, you will see it. This publication was made on January 23 of 2021, this very year. It is a front page news by Vanguard. I want you to understand how an average Nigerian thinks, how they reason, why I think that Nigeria itself is a curse upon humanity. There on the front page, you will see, we will kill all policemen and take over Edo State. Fulani Janjaweed. Those they claim are foreigners. These people they told us are foreigners. They come from Mali, from Senegal, from Gambia, from heaven knows where, from Niger, from Chad, from Northern Cameroons. But they are in Nigeria, killing people. After killing us, they will not turn around and tell us to absorb them into our communities. That is why anybody, any Igwe, any PG, any greedy, avaricious fool, stupid enough to give any of our land to Fulani Janjaweed, you are finished. There was a man in Enugu that tried the same nonsense. Go and ask him where he is today. We take no prisoners. You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. I understand that the Sarikin Fulani of Lagos went to see the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria in Lagos a few days ago. And according to the message, or should I say information coming out of the U.S. mission, they said is to foster cohabitation and unity, that diversity is strength. And I want to lay that particular nonsensical narrative to bed tonight before I continue any further. Anybody telling you about strength in diversity, that person is a liar and a deceiver. And the U.S. ambassador is a liar and a deceiver. One thing they don't teach we Africans is this. No country exists on a foundation of multiculturalism. There is nowhere in the world. Listen to me very carefully. All this nonsense, even the crap that Coca was coming up with, telling you about diversity is our strength and all that rubbish. Allow me to repeat, there is no country on this earth that survives on a foundation or a bedrock of multiculturalism. It doesn't exist. That is why multiculturalism in Africa is dead on arrival. It can never work. Because we are tribal beasts by nature. We are tribal by nature. That is why we travel from wherever we are during New Year's, during Christmas, during Easter, during New Year festival to go back home where we come from.
After hearing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I must tell you I am energized. I am stronger than ever. I have more reason to fight for Biafra, and I will continue to fight. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Oduduwa will survive. Every indigenous tribe they call Nigeria will be free. We will all have our freedom. We will take it by ourselves. It doesn't matter what they do. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to strengthen our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to give him good health, give him strength, give him more revelation, and bring him to us very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.